Welcome all to AHOBI's Rot and Pot podcast. I'm your host, Papa LaRucci, and on this episode, number 6, we will be talking about homegrown medical cannabis and the legal way of growing it in Canada. Canadians are allowed under the Cannabis Act to have legal homegrown medical cannabis through laws called the ACMPR, which issues cultivators an MCR. This license is through Health Canada and allows a certain amount of plants to be grown either indoors or outdoors and at a specific location. The reason why some people decide to grow their own is since their needs have to be met with a specific plant. How would they get their medicine? There are many examples of people that can only use FICO, CBD, and need certain terpenes. If the need for a certain cannabis plant to be grown is the only way that a person will be able to have all the cannabinoids within that plant to help their symptoms or their ailments, the use of cannabis as a medicine has always been around and been used if it's understood properly to deal with many different medical needs. The first step is finding a prescribing physician for medical cannabis. This physician will give you a prescription for a certain amount of cannabis per day. There are many service providers that will be able to get you involved in getting a prescription for the medical cannabis. There will be some specific illnesses that will be accepted for the use of cannabis. There are also many service providers that will provide you with the means of growing. In other words, they could rent you the equipment, could provide you with the soil and the nutrients and everything you need, they provide. That will help you grow and that will help you be able to cultivate the medicine you need. For the ones that are just curious, there are many sites where you can just ask questions and get answers as to whether this particular way of getting medicinal cannabis is good for your situation. As you can see, the subject that has to be discussed is the MCR. On this particular label, you will see that the MCR number is the medical, no, marijuana cultivation registration. So it's got nothing to do with medical. And that license number allows an individual to grow. It also identifies your medical cannabis. Pictured here is a label that is used on a bag of 28 grams of cannabis. It identifies who grew it and how much THC and how much CBD there is. Medical cannabis must also be fully labeled and identified as having THC, as you can see in the picture above. That little stop sign. That's important. Medical cannabis is not to be sold or resold. It's very important to understand what you're getting involved with. There you have it. That's the medical cannabis world in Canada. Thank you for watching. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. Papa LaRucci and Winnie the Rutty. Nice teeth, eh? AHOBI's Rot and Podcast out.